Hi everybody, my name is Dory, and today we're here to talk about cell phones and see the different kinds of cell phones there are. There's many out there, and I hope everybody enjoys this video.
Yeah.
Hi Michelle, how are you?
All right. And I bet when you first heard about it, I wanted to recommend you do a video from a simple perspective of different types of cell phones. Because I realize there's so many different kinds of phones in the world, as you mentioned, and some of them really kind of confusing. So we want to keep this simple for the average person who may be looking at these phones. I'm going to show you the phones, and I want you to give me a basic opinion what you think of each one. The first one there is a good one. This is a basic feature phone. This is actually a Trackphone feature phone. Okay, it doesn't have a camera. It doesn't have really fancy text messaging or anything like that. It's what they call, some people call this a piece of shit. It's not really. After all, this is usually a pretty low casualty if you're on a heavy construction site or something and this thing gets smashed or crushed. Usually, they're pretty inexpensive to replace. So, what do you think of these phones, basically? What's your opinion of that one?
This one here is my emergency phone. I just got it, and I'm gonna, if I ever have to, if my other phone is ever out of minutes, I'm gonna use this one for emergency phones. This is gonna be for people that I don't want to have my other good cell phone number, but this one here is for emergency numbers.
All right. And like I said, now the next three phones are smartphones, and there's so many smartphones. So we're going to talk about the original of the original smartphones, only because it's the first of the two of the three. This is a Blackberry Bold 9900. This is an interesting phone because this was actually created by Blackberry. This was originally, the original design was oriented around a business person. It doesn't have the kind of good stuff the other phones do.
Actually, this is a nice little phone.
It's a nice phone because it has extended battery in the back.
Yeah.
The Blackberry Bold 9900 has a few extra features in the
See the battery in the back, what she's talking about? This is the extra, I believe it's an extra one, right?
That's an extra large
battery,
one.
yep.
Yeah, that's an extended runtime battery. The early smartphones like this were not touchscreen. The Blackberry Bold is kind of a hybrid Blackberry phone. It's kind of touchy. It's got a touch screen on it. You still got the standard trackpad over here. I'm going to show you sometime here.
Yeah.
See? And you have a keyboard on it. Some people like the keyboard because it's just the way it is, I guess. Unfortunately, this is wireless kind of. Not too many people like these. I like the keyboard on the phone, I have to admit. But unfortunately, for me, the biggest problem is for a lot of people today, this phone rocks because there's just not that many applications. So we're going to talk about the next two phones. I'm going to let Dory hold on to this and check it out. Feel the buttons on it.
Yeah. I couldn't see this away.
Just press the button on the top there. And just turns on the screen.
See? I'm illiterate when it comes time for phones. See?
It's a pretty nice phone.
Yeah.
It's Blackberry Bold 9900 was Blackberry's hybrid phone. Okay. Now, the next phone that started out everything was actually almost came at the same time. But this is the Apple iPhone 4S. This is a pretty nice phone. This is all touch. This is no keyboard on this one. There's hardcore. There's your hardcore keyboard. See, it does type on glass. And it's got a lot of software available for it, unfortunately enough. For the Blackberry, this kind of superseded that. And these are being used in offices. This next phone she's got is a much larger phone. This is almost like a phablet.
Well, this here, I can take it out too.
It's fine. Leave it in the case.
Right. This is an
LG
phone, and it's T-Mobile phone, and
it's a type of a phablet actually.
Yeah.
Which
And
means it's like a tablet,
screen.
7-inch tablet, but it's a phone.
It's all touchscreen. I've got stuff in here that shouldn't be in here, but as you can see, but
it runs Android.
It's the same thing. It has a camera and stuff like that.
But you know, the thing is, though, it's funny because people don't realize that there's different kinds of people who like different kinds of phones. That's why I brought all these phones out. First of all, we mentioned when you're choosing your T-Mobile plan, me and Limmy's video. Yeah, was what if you're on a fixed income? What kind of phone would you choose? Depending on your kind of usage. For example, if you want an inexpensive plan and you're not really care about doing anything fancy, a feature phone like this one is fine. It just makes phone calls and does SMS, and it doesn't do anything else. It's just for T-Mobile plan $3 a month. You can get 30 minutes, and then you can go ahead and add more 10 cents a minute. So this is a pretty basic phone for that purpose. Kind of looks like a Nokia. It looks like a Nokia. I think it is a Nokia. It just is a track brand. It's just a Trackphone branded phone. But it looks like a Nokia. But then, of course, people today, almost all people buy these two phones types. There's nothing wrong with these two phone types, okay, except one thing. They are terrible for the blind. Seriously. You got this big phablet right here, and you got this one. I kind of like this one because it's just about all I could handle for putting it to my ear. Putting this to my ear is like putting a big slab of glass, and it makes me really stretch my fingers a lot.
I like my phone. I love that phone. My daughter just got a new one, and I got my phone back. I was so happy.
Yeah, it's too big for me though.
I love my
As
phone.
a tablet, it would do fine, but I don't like the way it's organized. I like
hello, I love it. I love you.
Of the phones that you've had. Dory has had a lot of phones.
Yes.
Trust me, Dory has got phone experience under her belt, even though she doesn't think she does.
And numbers, phone numbers. Oh my God, I go through phone numbers like crazy.
Well, phone numbers. Well, how many phones have you gone through?
A lot.
Okay,
a real lot.
What is it? What features do you look for in a phone?
When I first started a cell phone, my cell phone was this. This is my cell phone. I bought one of these, my very first cell phone, and I like these little things, but
because they're basic. And
I
they're
lose
tough
them. I lose them.
But you got into games.
And then I got into games, and then I got into texting more. So my daughter introduced me to something like this. I mean, it wasn't the touchscreen at the time, and then I got something like this, and then I wanted something better and better and better, and then I got this one, and this one here is my favorite cell phone I've ever had.
What makes you your favorite phone?
Because I can see it. I don't know if it's because of my diabetes, but I'm having a harder time seeing. But I hope it's not. But
well, don't forget, Dory, that unfortunately as you get older, you also can develop cataracts in your eyes too.
I don't have cataract. I know that. But I can see it better.
You don't think you do.
I can see it better.
Go talk to your ophthalmologist
and
have a check it. It goes to be because of age too. Just plain. Okay,
I'm
so
only
you like that screen because it's a 7-inch. It's big. It also sucks power like there's no tomorrow.
Right, but I like this phone.
I like this phone, and I wish I could combine it with features from this phone. As I kind of like both phones. I like this one more because it's more mainstream software. And it's small enough. Like her, it's touchscreen. Except unlike her, I am not into games. I don't play games, okay? I don't play any kind of game. Even conniving and shystering kind of games. So, guess what,
Michelle,
Mom? I don't play games.
Listen, I'll get her to play a game.
But I do use email on this, and I do check Facebook and social apps. But the thing I don't like about these phones is trying to type on glass. I have a hard time typing on glass too.
But here, I'll show you something. For instance, here's a game I play. I don't know if they can see it. It's Candy Crush. I play this game. I'm interested in this game. I think I am 140, and I've been stuck on this 140 for months. I can't get past it.
This is the kind of stuff that I do on my phone, which includes news articles, such as using Russian television news. This is what I do. So let me pull up news articles. They're not as exciting as your games. It's still loading up the news screen. This is there you go. This is the Russian television news website. This is what I do. I like my dad before me. God rest his soul. I'm a heavy into the current events and news and articles and things like that. So for me, I like to be able to read through articles or watch YouTube videos. So for me, my phone is completely different. I'm not into games.
And here, I don't know if anybody plays this. It's called Township. It's a game that I play. It's about a farm, and it's a really cool game. If anybody likes playing games on a computer or any kind of, it's really cool. I'm obsessed with this game right now. So this is one of the games I play also.
Let's talk next story about what is the advantage of playing a game on a cell phone versus a computer, since obviously you're into that.
Well, if you're playing on a computer, that's at home. And if you're out and driving in a car and it's a long trip,
hopefully you're not driving.
No, well, if you're not me driving, if you're in a car, somebody driving, and you're going on a long trip, you can pull out your cell phone and play one of your games. That's what I like it about, and I like it because it's big and I can see it, and I have my beautiful baby on here, so my beautiful granddaughter, if you can see.
Right,
but
I think that physically for traveling, that phone is a little bit on the large size.
Leave my phone alone. I like my phone.
I had a phone that I sold her for $50. Alcatel One Touch. Android phone like this.
That phone drove me crazy. I didn't understand it. I couldn't do anything with it.
I can't understand this thing.
So we're even.
I can't understand the Alcatel.
We're even. We don't understand each other's phones.
Yeah, well, unfortunately,
but I can understand this one, and I can probably understand this one more than I can understand this one.
Why? That one's the simplest one of all.
Exactly. That's why.
And this one is the next. This is the next easiest, and this is actually a little more difficult, and this is fucking impossible. Today, anyway, I don't really know why that is. It's true. I bought the Alcatel One Touch. I sold her for $50. She needed a phone, right? Like the thing. I mean, it was a small phone. It was about the size of this.
Okay? But I lose them. I can't lose this phone. I'm going to lose this. I know I'm going to lose this one. I know I am. But this is an emergency phone.
It's what they call a burner phone. A lot of people use them for just that. Like, they give the number out to their drug contacts and go, call me this number. And after they're done with the drug sale, throw it in the dumpster somewhere.
Yeah, right, yeah. That'd be me.
Yeah.
I'll get bored with it, throw it away.
Or in this case, it falls out of your purse, gets run over by a truck.
Yep, get
Next
run over by a car.
Alright. But anyway, the thing is that I don't really like a phone that's too honking huge for traveling, because this is big enough. I put this in here. The only problem is it's all glass. Most people don't realize iPhone 4S and 4 are all glass inside. They're not plastic cases. These things got a glass back and it's got a glass front.
See, without the case, this is how big my phone is. The case makes it bigger than what it is.
It's a 7-inch screen. I know.
Right. That's how big my phone is.
Let's put it this way. That phone could eat this phone for breakfast, literally. If you put this phone
let's put them together.
Put this phone on top of that one. There. How about your phone? My phone would sit right inside. That's how big it is. The thing is that's a 7-inch screen. Actually, a 5.5 inch. This thing here is only about a 3.5 inch screen. And Hold on a minute. Let me get out of my apps here. We're getting all mixed up here. And the last phone, this one has got the smallest screen of all, but it's a 2.5-inch screen, and this is a 3.5-inch, 4-inch screen.
So what size is mine again?
Yours is about 5.5-inch.
So that's what I like. I can see it.
Yeah, well,
you should have one of those phones so you can see the damn thing.
Actually, I'm thinking about buying another phablet like the one I had that someone stole. Even though I can get an improved version, just as a tablet, not as a phone. I'm not gonna look around a big giant tablet and put it to my fucking face. No way. I mean, that's ridiculous. It's like taking two of these phones, stacking them. Actually, this would be a square. What? Oh! Can you hear me? Yeah.
Okay, you making fun of my phone, Michelle?
Yeah, that's what I felt like was yours.
My phone's a bomb. You just took a picture of me.
I took a picture of nobody. Alright, anyway. So the point I'm trying to say is these phones come in different styles, different sizes for different people. Now, the ones that we're looking at here are just a couple of the different phones. So, let's talk about what the advantages I like about these phones. This one here, like I said, this has features of this phone, and it has features of this phone. I wish I could marry together. The Blackberry Curve does marry these features together. That is, it's an Android phone. It's about as big as hers. It has a keyboard that slides out.
That does?
Not this one, but the Blackberry Curve does. The newest phone from Blackberry.
I didn't think they make Blackberries anymore.
They do. The Blackberry Curve is the newest one.
I didn't know they made
Along with the Q10, the Passport, the Q20, and the several other models are still making them.
Jesus, is there anything you don't know about cell phones or anything, about computers or anything?
I've been working with this shit for years.
I guess so.
I started on computers back in 1976, so... Yeah, I know what you're saying. What? You're only 8 years old? Yeah, well, back then, computers were really not the same as they are today. Just me. When you got a computer, basically they give you a big box of parts and say, okay, you sew them together yourself, son. That's exactly what they were. They were kits. Anyway, so to make a long story short, I like the keyboard on this. Okay, I'm trying to show it to my audience here. I like the keyboard on it. It's nice. Okay, and the new Blackberry Curve is a combination of a phone of your size. Bring yours out for a second. The big LG there's right there. And imagine, if you will, that keyboard slides out like that. That's exactly what the Curve is. When it's done, slides it back again. It's about as thick as this. It's about the size as that, but it's got a wraparound OLED screen. Very gorgeous phone. A very pricey phone. And it's an Android phone, and it also is a Blackberry phone as well. So,
how'd that get back on?
Pretty
Not
cool.
supposed to be back on.
No.
Fell off.
Alright, so now you've had an iPhone. Your daughter had an iPhone.
Yeah, I didn't really.
You had an iPhone
and
that
you know,
wasn't poor.
I used to do. I had Boost, and I mean, I like Boost, but I prefer T-Mobile. Michelle got me hooked into T-Mobile.
Right.
Yeah.
But okay, well, we're talking about the phones themselves. Now, you had an iPhone 4.
Yep, I didn't like it.
You didn't like it.
Nope.
What was it about the iPhone 4 you didn't like?
The phone I had kept froze on me, and it just was not a good phone for me.
Was it something about the way the user interface was?
I don't know. I just didn't like it.
Okay.
Didn't you ever have something you don't like?
Yeah, but usually I can kind of conceptualize. I can kind of explain what it is I don't like. Let me tell you what it is about her Android tablet I don't like. I don't like the way that thing's laid out. I don't like it. The Alcatel One Touch was a little simpler. It only had like two. It had three keys. It had a back key, it had a home key, and it had a settings key. Okay? This thing's got a back key, a home key, a square key. I don't know what the hell that is for. And a last key that says square magnifying glass. It looks like, and then there's another key on the side that says 1 2.
1 2.
Yeah. What the hell is that for?
I don't know. I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Take a look at it.
No, don't.
I'll just turn it.
I'll show you how to turn it on. Just don't.
Right there on the spot of the screen. You can see it right there.
Where?
Okay. 1, 2. This must be a search. This square thingy, I don't know what the hell that's for. This is the home key. This is the back key. I figured out that much.
Oh, I mean, let me see. I think I know what these are for.
No. Whereas my iPhone doesn't have even half that.
This here is it brings up, okay, we'll go back. This button here, it brings up that. So you can see what that is. So you don't have to go and check everything. It brings up that. This one, it's the draw. You can write and do what you want. And then this one is like if you want to get rid of something that you don't want, you just click. Okay? I don't need all this stuff in here.
And let me show you how we do all this on my iPhone.
Wait, Michelle.
Okay.
And then here is another way that you can bring up all your stuff, and that's to clear it. That's the clear button. And I just froze my phone. No, I didn't. But there we go. What the hell is this word?
Like I said, the Alcatel One Touch was a nice phone. I actually had 2 of them. Unfortunately, someone stole the first one. Then I ended up buying a replacement. Dory needed a phone. I sold it to her for 50 pounds, and now I kind of wish I still had it. As a backup. Okay, now let me show you something about my phone. First of all, you only have 2 buttons on this thing. I'm going to show you the one on the top.
You want to buy it back?
And the one on the bottom. These are the ones you're going to be normally using for navigation.
Did you hear what I said?
This is the power button.
She's not listening.
And the home button. And on the side you got the up and down volume. And you got the mute button, which I get turned off. No, it's on. Okay, so now, when you're ready to go to work, you unlock it. You slide to unlock. Now, on this phone, you can swipe this up. That's what I do, so we're looking at this. There's the notifications. It swipes down. It shows you your notifications. And then you can swipe this up and you see your task manager. That would be like the thing on the top of your screen where you can turn on and off certain things. Okay, and of course you got your different windows. To get rid of to kill programs that are running in the background, you just tap this twice. I gave originally an iPhone 3GS, so unfortunately the home button was kind of foobar. This is why, because good old Michelle keeps killing her applications. Okay, so anyway, the point is if you tap this twice, you just flip them out, just like that, and then every time you do that, it actually frees up memory and also saves battery power. So, and if you want to erase a program, let's say I want to get rid of this one right here. I just want to hold my finger on it, and you see it turns into an X. I can then go ahead and I can either erase or I can create folders and move icons into folders. This is, for me, this is one of my favorite phones. But unfortunately, it's kind of a toss-up because I like the Blackberry too, but I'm still running the Blackberry, so I really can't really compare.
So do you want that phone back?
Yeah, you still want the iMac, right?
So I'll tell you what, take $50 off the iMac and you have your phone back.
Fine, I'll do that.
All right, we'll get your phone back.
Okay, because that is a good little phone. It's a good little duster. I mean, it has a good camera on it. The phone I'm talking about, the Alcatel One Touch. It's got a nice camera on it. Do you still have the instruction book? Please, please, please.
Yes, I still have that.
Okay, cool. Okay, it's got a nice little camera on it. It's a good little duster. It's it's a nice phone. This thing, if you were to hold it, if you had this in your purse, what would you do with it?
It'd probably sit there.
And
because, I wouldn't have it in my purse. I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't have it in my purse.
And we probably wouldn't be able to figure what to do with it.
It would be right here because that's right. I keep all my cell phones. I keep my license here. I even have a time putting money there.
Yeah.
But I don't really carry a pocketbook. I don't like them. But, I mean, it's a heavy phone. It's a really heavy phone.
Part of it's because of the battery.
I would probably just, like, take it and go like this. Yeah. And that's what it would say. If it rings, I kind of like night light, take it out.
Let's
and
put it this way: when it rings, if you have it set for vibrate, your boobs will jiggle.
Oh yeah, they jiggle, they vibrate.
Because this thing has a very strong vibrating alert. I can tell you. All right, so
so we did this about cell phones today. And if you have any questions or want to know anything about cell phones, I'm not very good at it, but Michelle could guide you the way.
You can just send a message to her. Send
them to me, and I can send them to Michelle, and Michelle could probably show me how to answer you and stuff. But if you have any questions, please contact me, and that's about it. And if you
your email address so they can reach you at.
My email address is dorymiville. That's DORYMIVILLE. Torrington at gmail.com.
Torrington is spelled TORRINGTON.
And gmail.com.
And she's also on Facebook.
And I'm on Facebook. I'd rather you contact me on my...
On Google Plus.
On Google, no. Yeah, Google.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah. Okay. So my email again is dorymivilletorrington@gmail.com.
Right. And of course, my email address is BICHELA3@gmail.com. And as I said, I have my own channel. So we want to thank you guys for watching this. And I know it doesn't seem very polished. It's not easy when you don't really have a plan or a script to start with when you're doing.
But I think it's more interesting when you don't have a plan or a script because you can laugh and giggle. You know, I don't like this. I think I like this better.
Yeah, well, in my videos we try to keep it kind of organized. It's easy when you and I have access to the script in our head. We know what we're looking at, but Dory doesn't have access to your brain. It's not like you got a glass forehead. I wonder if you had a glass forehead. It'd have to be almost like Lieutenant Commander Data with a glass on the side of the head that you can look at. Yeah, blinky lights.
Okay, stop. You and me, I don't know when I'm going to do it yet.
Okay.
All right, so
for now, we're going to let you go, and we'll talk to you soon.
God bless.
Yeah.